To finish a fight like that. Yeah, I want to keep doing it. Hopefully next time it'll be like even nastier, like more cuts, like they keep it going and then I cut her up more. Like, yeah, that's what I'm all about. Those Muay Thai elbows.
Nice. Last thing for me, it sounds like a beer's up next for you, but give me an idea. I mean, this pace that you're on has been insane. I mean, do you want to try to keep this up, or is it time to shut it down for the rest of the year? Or what's the plan?
Well, I've never gotten to fight in my hometown. I've trained in San Diego. I went to college and started my fight career in New York, and I grew up in Washington D.C. and there's a D.C. card in December. So if there's space, if they can squeeze me in, I'd love to get on that D.C. card. But if not, I'll just go with my mom and and drink cervezas.
Was that the cleanest elbow you've landed in your career, you think?
Yeah, I haven't cut anyone with elbows like that in MMA, so yeah, I'm happy about that.
And if I'm not mistaken, you came out here quite early, right? You've been in Mexico for a while.
Yeah, I've been in Zacatecas, training in Zacatecas with the Intram team and Teco and all those guys. They all welcomed us in, and we just been getting in shape, running in the mountains, training, sparring. Like half the card went out there to train and get ready. So I'm happy I did it. I definitely felt like I had my feet underneath me. I had my wind. Like in the third round, I still felt like I had energy to go.
How do you feel the altitude here in Mexico?
I felt it the first couple of weeks in Zacatecas. Like there was one day I was just staring at everyone training. I'm like, I can't fucking do this. I'm sorry, but eventually my body acclimated, and today I feel way better than I did when I fought here last in 2015.
And why have you been so active? I mean, 4 fights in 2019, that's a lot. And we still have a few months left of the year.
I'm on a mission, man. I felt like I got robbed my last fight. I've been working on finishing people like hardcore in the gym, and it's finally happened in the UFC. I've knocked out a lot of people outside of the UFC, but never in it. So I'm really stoked, and I feel like this is the first step towards what I'm trying to become as a fighter.
And any opponent you have in mind next, or has it crossed your mind?
I don't care, man. I don't know what the rankings are or whatever. I just want another fighter. I'll fight anyone. I'll fight winner of the co-main. I'll fight I don't know, whoever's available. There's a lot of people who like to sit out all year, get a win, and then ride that for like 7-8 months. I'm not the type of person. I want to keep getting that experience, and so whoever is available, I'm ready for them.
How was the camaraderie in that camp? I know you know a lot of those guys because they go to Intram, but spending 6 weeks with them, all 50 fighters that were in the house, we saw you on the way and right now saying La Malilla, and just really bonding with those Mexican guys. How was the camp in Zacatecas with all of them?
The camp was amazing. Like those guys are really supportive. They're definitely like I don't know. They treated me like the little sister of the group, like me and Sajara. We just like had a great time training with them. I felt at home because we always trained together at Alliance. So it was kind of funny having the tables turned where they're the guys who like are from there, and we're like the visitors who are like absorbing the culture and everything. But yeah, Mexico's amazing. There's so much cool culture there and so many like fun things to eat that I could just like kind of have a little taste of. But I'm gonna try to get as much in tonight as possible.
You got a new opponent. I mean, maybe with a little heads up further at least than some of the people in the card. But was it any difficult to change the strategy from Estela Nunez to Carnelossi?
No, I knew they were both like strong strikers. They're both Brazilian, so they had that kind of Andrade style where they come forward, throw a lot, throw everything in the kitchen sink at you. So it was pretty much the same game plan.
And you obviously know when you get those elbows that the cut is there, but did you know that it was going to be a stoppage after the elbow? Or did you have to step back and then see the cut to know that it was probably...
I was a little surprised, like when I saw it, when I threw the elbow at first, I was like, ooh, I cut her, and then I started jabbing it. I was like, maybe I can make it bigger, And then they stopped, and I was like, okay, I could get a little breath and, really go after it afterwards, and then they stopped it. So I was a little surprised. I thought they'd like let her bleed out a little more, but I'm happy I got the finish.
Ángela, el codazo que diste fue brutal.